majestic steed moment. Hey Bella, how's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. I'm an investor now. I invest in ice cream. I invest in a guitar. I invest in disc golf discs. I invest in this dog. I'm an investor. But I'm not a financial advisor, so do not take my financial advice. Anyhow, kind of like a joke, kind of like a meme, where I'll be out shopping for seemingly useless items, seemingly useless things, and I'll say I'm investing in that. Like ice cream. You know, I invest in the ice cream because the ice cream has a very massive ROI. And you might be thinking, Austin, what are you talking about? Have you fallen off the deep end? But hear me out, okay? When I eat the ice cream or when I buy the guitar, right? The ice cream gives me energy. So I can then go to the gym and have a good workout. When I invest in the guitar, that gives me inspiration to learn a new skill, which reinforces the habit of learning a new skill, okay? When I invest in this overpriced phone, it gives me an epic camera to film videos on. So anything can really be an investment. You can really choose to kind of look at any purchase as an investment, and to the majority it might look like a bad investment, but you can kind of flip it in your favor, and it's almost like that idea that everything serves you in a way. Everything serves you. Maybe you invest in a very expensive trip to, I don't know, Bali. Some people might look at that as an expense. To me, that's an investment. That's an investment in experience in life. So what? You bought GameStop at the peak. That's still a W investment. That experience, that's a win. That's a win experience. That's an investment with a high ROI. To maybe even take this a step further, every investment is a win. Boom. Full on delusion maxed. Every investment's a win. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of like jujitsu, something I sort of learned. Because I used to be a little bit, not even a little bit, a lot afraid of like failure, a lot afraid of losing, or like even humiliation, like losing in front of people. But in jujitsu, it's like you're guaranteed to lose at some point. Like even the best eventually lose. And it's like when you lose, when you fail, it's actually a win because you learned something. It's actually you're either winning or you're learning. And it's like if you're learning, that's still a win either way. So it's like I almost find the learning the bigger win than the actual win, because if you win, then it's like, well, what is there to work on? You already won. And then there's a whole other battle of like, complacency and getting too comfortable to win. But then again, that will lead to a loss, which will lead to a win. But yeah, everything's an investment. Even if that investment seemingly looks like a loss, it's really a win. And that's kind of the epic part about, I guess, life. Something about life that I cannot help but like look at things that way. I cannot help but believe it because I've seen it. And it's like, it really does work, and it really is helpful for me, at least, to have that belief that even if you fail, it's still a win because you're learning. So like, even though investing in that vehicle, even though taking out a loan for that $40,000 vehicle seems like a bad investment, it really is an investment, because you either pay it off and have a sick vehicle, or you learn that hey, maybe taking out 40 grand for a new vehicle is a bad idea, so then you don't make that mistake again. Or if you do, then I guess you just double down on the lesson, which is all good, because that's an even bigger win. You know, the bigger the L, the bigger the loss on the investment, the bigger the win. So yeah, invest in ice cream. I'm ice cream sugar maxing. Gives me a lot of energy. Gym maxing. Dog maxing. Life maxing. And invest maxing. Diversification of the purest sort. Diversification. Oh, that's a boat. I don't know if you heard that. Yeah, diversification of all sorts. Yeah. Invest in a wedding band. Invest in a wedding ring. Invest in friends, invest in family, and or invest in stocks or whatever it is. And even if one of them doesn't turn out to pan out in your direction, well, it's like, hey, still a win. Like, even if a friendship, falters, a friendship fails, maybe a sport you invested a lot of time into begins to not be as interesting, it's like, that's all good, because then you take that to the next sport or to the next thing. Maybe you invest in a jiu-jitsu tournament, get your butt kicked, learn a valuable lesson, invest in a stock, lose it all, learn a lesson, gain it all, and then blow it all, learn a lesson. Invest in ice cream, become overweight, learn a lesson. Invest in gym, become too shredded, learn a lesson. Invest in guitar, don't know how to play it, fail to play it, learn a lesson, learn to play it, learn a lesson. Everything's an investment. Invest in dog, poops on rug. Investment, successful investment, right, Bella? One of my most successful investments right here. Hey, Belly. And Bella invests in me. Oh yeah. Hey, Belly. Yes, girl. Oh yeah. Look at you. Oh yes, Belly. Wow, Bella. What an absolute steed. Her hair is really shiny because she like rolled around in sand or something, and that seemed to like clean her fur up really well. Went swimming, took her swimming. Hey, Belly. Took her for a swim. She was really good at it. It's kind of funny. She looked like the Loch Ness Monster. She was keeping her head way up above the water because she was afraid. And oh yeah, Bella. Got a little green thing on your butt. Some sleep in your eyes. Oh yeah. Hey, Belly. I don't know, what's the investment for today? I feel like I'm probably gonna invest in some disc golf. Probably gonna play some disc golf. Investing in a walk with my dog right now. Investing in possibly going swimming. That'll be fun. That'll be nice. I really like the word investing because It's like this trend to be an investor. It's like, oh yes, I'm an investor. I'm a digital investor. I invest in cryptos, or I invest in so and so, or I invest in this. But it's like, oh, she's taking herself for a walk. Bella, hey. Bella, she's getting a little antsy. Maybe we should go for a walk. But yeah, invested in Ben and Jerry's. Wow, she's getting really antsy. Maybe she wants to run free. Maybe I should let her run free. Hey, Belly. That might be a bad idea, though. We'll let her run free. All right, Belly, run. Yeah, she doesn't even want to leave my side. What is this? All right, Bella, run free. Going down the trail. Yeah, enough about investing. One last thing though is like almost like being invested in life. Invested in all things. Diversify into life. Diversify into experience. That kind of thing. I don't know really where that came from, but I found it pretty funny. Just saying like, oh yeah, I'm invested in this and this and this. You just like you can become an investor of the Spirit. Invest in the Bible, invest in reading the Bible. That's like huge, biggest ROI investment of all time, greatest investment of all time. Reading the Bible. I mean, yeah, all it takes is it's free. You can search it up online. All it takes is some time. And what does it say? Something about keep your life. The one who tries to like keep their life for something loses their life, but the one who loses their life for Jesus keeps their life. Something of that sort. So greatest ROI. All it takes is a bit of time in your day and a huge investment, big investment right there. Heavily invested, all in investment right there on the Bible. But nonetheless, there's a million investments out there. It's almost just like being invested. And anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, guys. Until next time.